I'm MichaelDrives, and we're in the 2024 Fiat 500e all-electric. Super excited. This is now on sale in the USA. And I am with Nicole Wakelin. So
Yes.
MichaelDrives is not driving at this point.
Nicole drives.
Wakelin. Nicole
Yeah.
drives. Nicole is an esteemed journalist, and I am so excited to be here in this car, to share this car with you, and to have Nicole along the way. So this is going to be not my normal review. There's going to be a full detailed review that you'll be able to see on MichaelDrives. But this is a little bit more of a fun show. And Nicole is one of the most, if not the most fun person that I know behind the wheel of a car.
Thank you.
You got to butter up her a little,
Okay,
butter her up a little bit.
Make me sound really cool.
Yes,
Okay,
yes. So
thank
she
you.
is a NACTOY that's North American Car and Truck and SUV and everything else.
Utility. Get the proper language.
Yes. Sounds
It's
like
important.
a work truck thing. But she's also a women. I'll let you do this, Nicole.
Women's World Car of the Year juror and a World Car of the Year juror. All the juries.
So
for
she's
all the things.
I'm judging everything. She's judging cars. You know, we're judges. And then I'm MichaelDrives, and this is just what I do. So I don't have all the accolades Nicole does. Maybe one day, with your help, hit
There
that
we go.
subscribe button. Don't do anything else until you hit subscribe.
We ready?
We are ready.
Okay.
Oh my God. It's finally us, Nicole.
It's finally us.
It's happening.
Oh, and it does let go of the brake
So,
right away. Okay. Wait, I have to pay
intros.
attention to the guys.
Oh
Wait,
God, yeah.
there's
Don't hit
men
anybody. We don't want
directing
it. We don't want that to
I
happen.
don't want to hit anyone.
That's a
Thank
woman,
you.
not a man.
That's a man right there.
Oh, I know my men. Don't worry.
Oh wait, I think I have to.
You
I
need
have
to
to
talk.
stop. Yes.
Yes. Can I get your names?
Nicole Wakelin and Michael McKibben.
Okay.
Oh, we go right through here. Okay.
Awesome.
Off I go. Thanks.
Through the dumpsters?
This
oh,
looks-
these are containers at
Yeah,
the
but
gate.
it smells like trash right here. This is a good smell.
It's
It
not
did,
me.
didn't you know?
It
Wow.
smells like
We
trash.
don't have a guarantee.
Nicole, good morning to you too. Hi, how many Diet Cokes have we had this morning?
Okay, I had coffee that had a Fiat logo on it.
You did. You drank the Fiat. I did
I
too. So
chugged
we
it.
follow this. Why? This is the one we don't do? Because they're
Wait.
saying,
He said.
oh, he's saying go left. Okay.
Wait.
We have a man.
I don't think that. Where's the man?
The man's in the middle of the street, stopping
Oh.
cars. Wearing all black, because you know you don't want to
surprisingly,
get.
the Fiat.
That's what you.
Yeah,
just go.
it's-
Just go.
It's this way,
Go,
right?
Go, go, go. No,
It's-
go that way.
This
Oh,
isn't
is it?
It said
Just
this
go
way.
this way. This is
Why?
probably our first. No, it does.
It's
You're
happy
right.
now.
You're right. It's happy.
The other guy was. I'd like to say both
there's
the
a
men
cop, so
directing
we did the
me
good thing.
are wrong.
Segue. We're in the Fiat 500e. We're following the nav because we're going places. We're going to take you along on this drive and share with you, our impressions
Oh my God,
of the
a
driving.
Cybertruck.
Oh my God, there's a
Sorry,
Cybertruck.
I just have to pause.
Wow, which you almost drove in front of.
An actual Cybertruck in the wild. Sorry, no, that's not
She
the Fiat.
looked like a cyberpunk
look at the
Cybertruck
Cybertruck.
driver. She was
Okay.
amazing. Yes.
That's the first one I've seen. Okay, sorry.
What-
But that was important.
What brand
There's-
brought us here? Brought you here? Oh,
Sorry, Fiat, but seriously, Cybertruck.
Okay, as an original owner, lessee of the 2013 Fiat 500e, this is a much improved car. In fact, so that was a car that was built on a gasoline platform. It was converted to electric and sold in the USA. Some called it a compliance car for credits. But we are in the new 2024 Fiat 500e, and it was built as an all-electric vehicle from the ground up, which means it's just fully optimized for. No,
I'm blocking
I want
your
you
view,
to
but
see where
I
we're
gotta be
going.
able to see like the other cars and stuff.
It's a good thing.
It's important.
There are so many beautiful cars in Miami, and I'm very happy to be in one of them, actually. It's fun to not be in an enormous SUV for once, Nicole. I have a fondness for small cars.
You do like little cars, and
I like little cars. Little cars make you smile.
And this is a very smile-worthy car. It's actually adorable. We were sitting doing the presentation, and they have one of these staged there to show, so we can look at it as they're telling us all the details. And it's just so cute. I'm like, that's the happiest little presentation ever. Just this happy little Fiat 500e, just kind of sitting in the corner being happy as the guy's like the engineering and this and that. And I was like, cute car.
Just being happy. It is
Yes.
about. So what are the, just in general, having a small car, everything is more fun. So parking is more fun because every space is now huge. Whether you're in a parking lot, say at a strip mall, like that space where you kind of cram in before, you're like, oh, they can stretch out because, boy, I'm really sitting upright. Okay, I'm gonna lean back a little. So it's very, a small car, you can put it in these spaces and just feel big. The road is suddenly huge and wide, and you can zigzag in between the lanes. Don't fully recommend that right now. Take out that motorcycle.
But we've only been like driving for 5 minutes or whatever. But traffic is really heavy. It's downtown Miami. There's people and cars and lots of little mopeds and stuff everywhere. Cars driving, little mopeds scooching by on the side.
Yes, there's enough room for a moped to go by.
But you know what this really is? It's very small, and where so many people in the US go for really big, like I want an SUV that carries 50 people. This isn't that car, but this is great in this situation. You're just turning in and out of these really narrow streets. This is perfect. This is exactly when you want a car this size, when you have to drive around in the city.
And it's relaxing because there's no gas motor running, and
it's very quiet.
That's a good thing.
All I can
so
hear is the
want
air.
to talk about? Oh, let's talk about changes. So in this 2024 Fiat 500e, right off the bat, starting at $32,500, we're in what's called the product red, or just the Fiat 500e red.
On the seats,
does it say it?
No,
it's behind you.
It's
500e red. Hey, maybe you can see it there. So, and what that means, it's part of a charity organization, Product Red, where the money goes to AIDS research. But we're in the red, which starts at $32,500. Now, oh my God, that's a lot of money for a small city car, some people might be saying, but this is not just a cheap, stripped, bare bones car whatsoever. It is loaded with features that you really only often see in luxury cars. Electronic door latches, you connect infotainment system, which is a touchscreen. So the old 500e just had a radio, or at least mine did in the first gen. And then for navigation, it had a TomTom smashed up on this is like in a little dock on the dash that provided power. And you'd have to take that home, update it with your USB, pay an enormous amount of money to Fiat for that update, or TomTom directly. Now you have over-the-air updates in here, so the car is always going to stay fresh. At least for the infotainment system, you got the over-the-air updates. Thanks. So Nicole, let me ask you: are there steering wheel controls for the audio? Is there a volume up and down on the back?
They also had and it's sort of I want to say
feeling.
FCA. It's a Stellantis thing, I guess now is their name.
Parent company is now Stellantis.
There's buttons on the back of the steering wheel, which I love because it's right where your hands rest, so you don't have to look down, or you have to be like, okay, wait, this button's on the right, this button's on the left. It's just really easy to deal with. I love having the steering little controls for things like the volume and changing your radio station on the back of the steering wheel.
Oh, Nicole, I have exciting news.
Okay.
Remember when we got in the car and I couldn't figure out how to turn off the music?
Yes.
There's a button down here that turns it on and off. So in the center console, the old 500e didn't have that. There was some cup holders here.
I just turned the volume down.
Armrest.
I went down.
That was your way, and that worked.
And it worked.
That was a brilliant solution when we had no idea where the power button was.
Is it really right there now
so
that I
in the
stopped?
center console, there is a giant volume knob, which we completely missed because who's looking down?
So the thing is, when you get in these cars,
screen.
the first thing it's like sitting down in a rental car. It's not the quality or the just you have that moment of you've driven a car, you don't know where anything is in this one. Where's the start button? Where are the turn signals? How's the gear shift worked? Where's the windshield wipers? You have a few moments of orientation where you just have no idea where anything is.
And it's like anybody getting into a new car or a rental car. Everything is unfamiliar. It looks complicated. There's a big screen with all these graphics. And usually one day of driving or one trip in the car and you become pretty familiar. But anytime you get a new car, rental car, take 5 minutes, figure out where the basics are. I think that's really helpful.
Especially windshield wipers. That's my thing. I forget to look where they are, and then it'll start dumping rain. And because they're not always. Sometimes it's a twist. Sometimes it's a pulling up and down. I've had some where it's on the actual dashboard that you twist a thing. I'm like, this is not good.
And in the 500e now, you know what else is new for this generation?
What?
Rain sensing windshield wipers.
See, then I'd be all set.
So as long as you can figure out where to set them to turn them on automatic, So also down here is the range button. So that's something we didn't talk about. Let's talk about efficiency and the range of this. The original 500e, and you may not be familiar with that car, the electric car that was really only sold in California and then Oregon, but that had a range of 87 miles. That was the EPA estimated range. Now the 500e has 149 miles of range. Huge improvement. And the car weighs 50 pounds less. So I'm like, where did the weight go? And can I be on this diet plan where I get more efficient, more powerful, and I lose weight? That would be great.
The Fiat diet.
The Fiat diet. Well, yes, I need to be on that. That would be great. Oh, are we in St. Louis? There's an arch up ahead. So anyhow, it's under construction.
What even is that? You guys, the amount of construction they're doing in Miami is a little bit.
They're building a new Miami.
They're building a new Miami.
You come here in 5 years.
There are pieces of an arch that are half done over our head right now, and some of it's just kind of hanging there. It's just ever so slightly disconcerting. Like these men and the cranes and all the scaffolding. This is good, okay? If you say, because we're gonna drive right under this.
In Miami, it is so crazy. Like a Lamborghini just turned right. A Ferrari will be going down the street. Yeah, right?
Bright green.
There's so many like high fashion, really nice cars here. Anyway, I digress. So again, much more range in this 500e than the old one, and 149 miles, that's combined EP estimated. If you're only doing city driving, which you're going to probably do a lot in this car, and city is a large term where, you know, so much of the driving today that you're doing in the suburbs is city driving. City driving is stop and go. It's basically everything but a highway, right?
Yeah.
So 149 miles of range now. And here's the other big improvement. You now have level 3 charging. So because there's so much more battery capacity, you can go to a level 3 charger, so an Electrify America or something like that, fast charge, plug in, and you get 30 miles of range in 5 minutes. It's like, boom, blasting it with power. So you can level 1 charge the car in something like 36 hours, okay? Level 2 charging from 0 to 100% or something about that is 6 hours. You know, the old 500e would level 2 charge in 4 hours. Well, it had a much smaller battery pack. Now you have
And you
more
also don't
battery
need
power.
to charge all the way to 100 like that. With that sweet spot up to 80%, it charges super fast.
Yes.
And then it slows down a little bit after that. So unless you need every ounce of that range, you can get out of there much sooner just if you're okay with 80%.
You can. And that's for the level 3 charging. That's
Yeah.
where you kind of want to, if you can not have to go to 100%, you can get to your destination with 80% unless you're on a big road trip.
Right.
Go to
But
charge
this
to
isn't
80%.
a road trip car. I mean,
No.
truly, like people look at range, and it's a really interesting thing with EVs because they think, I need all this range because you can't charge places, and my gas tank will take me for 400 miles or whatever. This is a low range EV. Like a lot of them are 250 plus.
Is it low range? 149 miles? Is
I
that
feel like
low
it's
range?
lower compared to like when there's 250, 200, it's like 300, some of them 400, these high. That's lower range than some, but I don't feel like this is not the car you buy if you're going on a
No,
road trip. If road trips are
totally
your
not.
everyday,
Where
don't
are you
buy
gonna
this.
put your 19 suitcases? It's
right?
not going to happen
But
in here.
it's like literally not the use case for this car. Pick a different car.
Exactly. So, you know, I think 149 miles and you're doing city driving, you're going to get more than that. Here's another feature that's new in this generation of 500e. You can now control the level of charge. So you can set the car within the system, charge, you know, cut off at 80%. You know, I don't want to charge more than that. But I did speak with Fiat engineers and they said it was okay to plug in every night and go to 100%. That's okay. It's just that level 3 charging that if you can charge to 80%, you're just going to have the most efficient pit stop because like all level 3 charging in any car, that slows down after 80% and your rate of charge is just reduced at that point. So,
Yep.
yeah.
Okay, I think I made it. That was really complicated. If I seem
I'm
distracted,
so glad you're driving
I
at
was
the
just
beginning
like
of this.
left, right, left, right, left, right. I'm like, where am I going? But I appear to be now on a highway.
No, it was a good time for me to just talk and talk and talk and talk and try and think of like what's on the top of my mind to talk about this car. So you've been driving it for a short while.
Yes.
We're now up on a causeway. This is what they call these bridges that go over, you know,
Anything.
there's some cruise ships.
We
Super
could go on
cool.
a cruise.
We could drive the car
Look at
right
how
up the ramp
blue
and
the water is.
park it on the cruise
Oh my
ship.
gosh, you guys, there's literally, how many cruise ships are here? Do that many cruise ships go out of Miami?
2, 3, yeah, Miami's a big port. Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's a lot of ships. Ships, boats.
Ship.
It's a ship. It's a ship.
It's a ship.
I think they're ships. There's a differentiation. You can put
Oh,
a,
ship. It's a ship.
it's a ship.
There's lots of ships.
Cruise ships.
So, do you give a ship?
And there's your dad joke for the day.
Oh, are you saying I do dad jokes? Is
On
it a daddy
occasion.
joke?
On occasion, it's just a straight up dad joke.
Are we on the right? Okay, we're going to the right.
I
Okay.
think I'm going right.
Great nav. So another thing that's new. So now we have this big infotainment. I think it's 12.25 inch horizontal touchscreen infotainment system. So really big, especially compared to the rest of the size of the car. And then you have your TFT 7-inch display, really beautiful, really big, behind the steering wheel, and that's crisp and in color. TFT stands for thin film transistor, something you'll never need to know, but if you see that on Jeopardy, now you know. How's the pickup, Nicole? If you had to
Actually,
mash the pedal,
wait.
just
Let
do
me
it.
let this person
3,
get away from it. Go ahead.
Countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
it goes.
Yeah,
Oh,
and it keeps going. It keeps
and
going.
TFT instrument cluster turns red. It lets you know that you're using a lot of power. It has like the little, like the EV thing where it tells you when it's,
just like the first gen. It's very similar, but it's the whole display. And what I love about that display, Nicole, is that it's modern. It's not trying to imitate any old-fashioned needle gauges. It's using the full screen, and not only do you have a big, gorgeous display of your power delivery or regen, but you have one big, crisp, bold speedometer. Digital, right in the middle. That's,
That's not for us.
Are you sure?
I've done nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong.
Let's talk about the driving modes in the new 500e,
okay, what
shall
are
we?
my modes? That was not working properly.
So you have normal, range, and Sherpa. And I'm going to do you want me to talk about those, or should you?
You can talk about them as I play with them to see. I should probably look at where I'm going to. Hold on a second.
You do that, and
I'll
do a little talking.
Take us right into the ocean. Okay.
Yes. So the driving ranges, there are, what's this called? E-mode. 3 E-modes in the new 500e, and this is a really cool setup. So one of the things I loved about, and I'm going to keep comparing this to the old 500e, but really it applies to all of EVs. Some people do not like one-pedal driving, and the original 500e, when you let off the brake, there was what they call sail through. The car just sailed. It didn't slow down abruptly when you let off the accelerator.
That's how normal feels, by the way.
That's
normal
how normal
does that
cars,
in normal mode. But
normal mode.
Oh, someone's cutting me off. There we go.
So in this new 500e, when you're in normal mode and you let off the accelerator, you just glide, which is a very natural feeling.
But
and
you know
I
what?
think
Range
it reduces
is enough.
nausea.
I switched to range right there, and it's not.
That's all.
That's
range?
all
That's
because
no
I
foot on the brake?
switched to range.
So range mode then activates one pedal
really
driving.
aggressive. Like if you do it in the middle of driving, it's a little disconcerting because all of a sudden it decides it's going to brake for you.
We don't recommend that. If
you're like play with that.
Not used to how
if you're
it's
not
going
used
to
to
react.
that, play with that someplace where you're in a little bit of an open spot because it threw me for a second. I'm like, whoa, that really brakes.
So that's the big change in range mode. It still uses the full power of the battery, but now you're kind of like have one pedal driving. It doesn't affect the HVAC at all. But then when you go into Sherpa, as we just felt in this Miami, Florida heat,
no, we're not doing that.
It ends the HVAC.
Oh no,
so
we're getting out of that.
It cuts the HVAC out, so you have the most range to get anywhere you want. Like this is so you're not like your palms sweating. You're getting where you need to go with that extra range. Another thing about the range mode, it reduces the max speed. You can only then go 50 miles per hour. And that also reduces the power available to the motors. So you've got no AC or heat. You've got 50 mile per hour limit, and then you also have reduced power to the drivetrain.
I feel like I could handle a not heat for longer when it's cold than I could in the not AC because
the AC you can roll the window. No AC you can roll the windows down, right?
But then aren't you impacting your range anyway because you're messing up the aerodynamics
so
of your car?
You're actually. A traditional gasoline-powered car on the highway with the air conditioning on is more fuel efficient in most circumstances than a car on the highway with the windows rolled down.
Yes.
Internal combustion cars.
Because it makes
so you're still going to get drag in this car.
Drivers watch for bikes and peds. Be cautious.
Watch out for the
feet.
Watch out for
I know that makes me feel like random feet.
Watch out for random feet on the road.
Watch out, random feet are coming.
You know. I'm going to turn down the air because it's a wee bit toasty in here.
Okay.
How about 69? Does that sound good, Nicole?
That works.
Okay. So, what were we talking about?
I don't know. I was talking about the crazy signs. This is a very Miami
yes, it was
part of
no
Miami.
honking, but there's nothing about no loud engine revving in your Ferrari.
Right. They're not going to try and make you be quiet.
No, this is a super cute area. We have no idea where we are. We're following the nav. It's a pre-programmed route. Did we mention we're in Miami?
We did say we're in Miami. There's lots of palm trees.
Lots of palm trees. It's really beautiful. So on one of these drive programs, it kind of works this way. The company will bring you in for dinner and you'll sleep in a nice hotel. And then the next morning at the crack of dawn, it's coffee and
a presentation.
And so it's really the first bit of information you really get about the car from the engineers, from the product team that built and developed it. And there's about, an hour or 45 minutes of presentation time. And then they say, go out to the cars. And they're all lined up outside, like you may have saw at the beginning of this video. And you hop in one, and then pre-programmed in the nav is where you're going.
So you just follow the route, or not, depending on your personal preference. Sometimes we follow the route, but you just follow it to the destination. We do little off things here and there. Like, I want to go to this place, I want to go there.
Before I forget, Nicole, what are your handles if someone wants to follow you on social media, see the content that you produce, which is high quality good stuff?
Thank you. You can find me on social media if you look for Nicole Wakelin. You can find me on social media, and also if you look for The Road Reflected, which is my podcast and my YouTube, and that links you to everything, because I'm all over on TikTok, and I'm on YouTube and Instagram and
What
Twitter.
is your YouTube handle?
YouTube, it's The Road Reflected.
Road Reflected. So Road Reflected.
Yep.
Perfect. And of course,
Yep.
I am MichaelDrives Official
Yep.
at this point in time. But yeah, and I'm MichaelDrives Official on Instagram as well. And then there's a MichaelDrives Facebook page where you can follow and get kind of a preview of sometimes the cars that I'm going to review. Absolutely follow Nicole. She's brilliant. Her work is really a lot of written word. Da, 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 da. Okay, bicyclists don't get in the right
bicyclists are literally, they can use the full lane.
May use full lane, and that's
well-
really safest for bicyclists.
Well,
I applaud
but you know
them.
what? I don't like it. Get off the road, you silly bike.
I take it you are not a bicyclist.
Share
the road, Nicole.
I don't want to share the road. It's all mine.
Share.
To heck with everybody else. I own this road. This is mine right now. My road.
Look out, people, when Nicole is in your city. Oh man. So we kind of don't know when that video cut off, but
Well, we'll just talk.
this
and
is
you
on
even have
Collins Avenue. We're in Miami, and there are just so many gorgeous buildings, but it's fun.
Why is
so,
everybody
you know what
trying to get me to valet park? I don't want to park. I'm just driving.
You know what sucks, Nicole, is
What
that
sucks?
this car does not have a sunroof or moonroof. There are all these beautiful towers and stuff, and I can't look up. The rumor, spreading rumors,
is that there's going to be a convertible version maybe coming. I mean, it really truly is a rumor.
Ooh.
No one has said anything to us. We don't have some secret scoop. It's the rumor.
So if you want to see the sky, maybe that's the addition or the trim that you want to wait for. However, if you're going to get a hard top, this coupe that we're in, there is no glass roof option. There's no moonroof option. You're just set with a fixed solid roof.
That's all you get.
It is. So you're talking about the driving, and until this camera overheats again, we'll talk about that quickly.
Yeah, I'll mention a little bit. So driving, there's those multiple modes. I was driving in normal for most of the drive so far, and then I put it into range, I think is the mode they call it, right? And it does one pedal driving, which means you don't have to use the brake, which is super weird to experience the first time you've experienced it, and it will throw you because as soon as you ease up on the pedal, the car sort of brakes itself, and that's what it's designed to do. So you don't have to use the brakes. It one pedal, you use the gas, and that's it. It takes a little time to get the hang of it, but once you play around with it for a few minutes, you do tend to figure it out, and then it becomes a little bit easier. But even once because I don't use it all the time, even once I get comfortable with it in whichever vehicle I'm in, I will forget. And then suddenly I'll take my foot off the accelerator. It's like, whoa, and you can probably see in the video because I've done it a couple times. Everybody sort of jerks forward because like, oh gosh,
all
sorry
the heads
about that.
go together.
Yeah,
in
because
synchronization.
if you just, so if I just am driving and I just take my foot off, it's aggressive, right?
And you know what? That's when a lot of times when people are passengers in an EV and one pedal driving is active, I get sick. Sometimes I get sick by my own driving in one pedal, and it's just like you get out of the car and you're like, oh, good. So don't have to worry about that with this if you're in normal mode.
Normal is the
normal
one.
Is like very normal.
Normal mode is literally just like driving
car, normal.
any other car. Do I need to get over? Wait, I feel like
need to.
Oh, I feel like there's an issue.
There's a Federal
with the
Express.
So I'm gonna go over here
Federal Express.
in my teeny tiny little car.
Oh, and now it's red.
Oh, and
Teeny
now
tiny.
he moved.
Your tote's fine.
But because I have this tiny little car,
you can do what you want.
that was super easy.
You're not
that was
stuck
actually
somewhere
perfect.
waiting for things to move.
That was perfect.
If
Teeny
only you
tiny
could
little
see in
car.
front of us, but you have to look at our faces. So that's.
But no, that was a perfect reason to have a tiny little car. I went to go left because there's this FedEx truck. The FedEx truck decided to move, and it's tiny enough in that tight turn radius. You can just sneak right back into the lane because we've got a red light here and construction trucks and a million other things happening. In addition to being very pretty and loaded with palm trees, the entire city truly is under construction.
Scoot around and get where you want in a small car like the 500e, but you can park in almost any part, all the spaces that other cars have to pass up because they're like, oh no, I can never fit in there, even with their automatic
you
parking.
You can wedge yourself into the teeniest
just
little
wedge yourself
spots.
in, and then if you've got a small garage, well, now you have room, if you have this in your garage, to walk around the outside of your car. Like there's just more space because there's less car. And let's talk about space of this car. So it's 2 inches wider, it's 2 inches longer. It's about 2 inches taller. It's expanded on the exterior in every way, and the interior volume is actually bigger. There's more headroom. There's more width inside. So they've really maximized the space in this car, which is an improvement over the old one. You don't, when you're driving it, especially in the city, you don't feel like you're in something small. You look at a car, and this goes for a lot of cars, you see them on the road, and you're like, okay, that looks really... There's a red light. That looks, really tiny.
Placement.
Oh, I could never be in that. And then you get in the car and you're like, you're just, your sense of, well, this is big. I'm so much,
This is surprisingly roomy because it does look like a little tiny.
Look at all the room.
It looks teeny tiny from the outside, but when you sit down, the way they've designed it, also that sort of curved roof,
Yes.
it makes it feel open because the roof isn't right above your head. It's a little bit higher, so it does feel bigger.
Yeah.
It's like a TARDIS. It's bigger on the inside.
You're probably rarely ever going to have passengers in the back seat. And if I was in the back seat, like my old 500e, there's glass, and then there's kind of your head. So there's always that, oh my gosh, am I going to get rear-ended? It's not quite of like, you don't feel safe in the back seat in many small cars. But, when you're in the front seat, you've got a lot of crumble zone ahead of you and behind you. But if you're driving around in the city, people are going max 15 miles an hour stuck in traffic. It's not something you have to, constantly be worried about. Safety-wise, big improvement over the last 500e. This is equipped with so much standard safety equipment. 7 airbags, number one, on that sort of passive, if an accident were to occur, this is what's going to happen. But there's great, pre-collision driver assistance features, including full level 2 autonomy in the Inspired by. I'd say the product red is the more base model or the standard model.
I just like it because
is so well
it's
equipped.
red. It just is really
red.
cute. A red car is always cute, and this one is just
It is cute.
It's adorable.
And the 500e always carries the color from the outside onto the dash, so
I love
so
that.
you don't forget
Yeah,
what
you have
color you're
bright
driving.
red on the dashboard here. That it's
Bright red glossy piece
Yeah.
of material on the dash.
Sick.
And then there is red piping in these product red seats. They are cloth, but they're quite comfortable. Nicole, do you have an adjustable lumbar over there?
I have a couple. I don't think I have lumbar.
No lumbar?
I think I just have
No
the
lumbar
seat
on the
back
passenger
and slide it
side.
backward and forward.
That's right.
That's it.
Connectivity. So, wow, we have a wireless charger in the 500e. And there
Oh,
is
that's
a
where I should have put my
USB
phone. Wait.
port, but the old
Wait.
USB-A. Yeah, charge up.
Wait, let's
There you
see.
go, free charge.
Is it charging? Oh, I felt like it's
With that the blue light's on.
Oh, and there's a blue
I
light.
think that means a good thing. Yes. Wireless charging, but also standard in every 500e. Wireless Apple CarPlay and wireless Android Auto.
Woohoo.
So no cords dangling around. Just throw your phone in this really well-placed, convenient. A lot of cars will put the wireless charger somewhere where you can't quite see it. And so many times, Nicole, I walk out of the car, I'm like, oh crap, my phone's in the car. I have to walk back to the car and get the phone out.
And the thing this is a pet peeve with wireless charging. This is like a little cubby in the dashboard underneath the controls for the AC and for like the heat and all that kind of stuff. But it's actually a little cubby, so it's like you're putting your phone into it, as opposed to being just a flat space. Like when it's just flat, as soon as you take a turn, I feel like there's a merge that I am unprepared for here.
No, it's literally the road.
The road
turns.
is just
Yeah.
stopped.
There's what's called a turn
happening?
ahead.
No, they're blocking traffic. He's lying. There's a Prius in the way.
Is there always a Prius?
It's
in the
always
way?
a Prius. It's the Prius way. They're in the way. But no, I love that when you take. So if you take a quick corner, you take a quick turn. You're not going to have your phone shooting off out of the. Because I've had the phone slide off of those.
What Nicole's saying is the way she drives.
No
it's
turn
true.
on red except from right lane. I'm in the right lane. I'm turning on red. Or maybe not. I was turning on red, and then this Mustang is like, oh no, I'm here. Okay, now I'm coming out. I'm doing it.
Coming out.
I'm doing it.
I want the world. Oh,
Okay.
Different kind of coming out. Got it. So.
Different kind of coming out. You've already done that.
Yes, I did. I'm doing it again on this camera. If you did not know, like you didn't know. God, these buildings are just beautiful. Oh, the Fontainebleau. I think that's what. Oh, by the way, Nicole.
Yes.
What is this Italian 500e called in Italy? What is
Ching-
500?
Oh God, I'm not going to say it right.
Do it, and then I'll say it right.
No, I can't, because I think I'm going to accidentally say the thing that's a 15th birthday. I have the wrong word in my head. What is the
Happy birthday?
The birthday celebration. That's the big celebration.
Is this a Disney thing?
No, Cinque Terre.
Oh, I know.
literally have the wrong thing
You're
in my head.
talking about a quinceañera?
Yes, that's the word. And I know that's not what this is, but I'm like,
No,
it
we're
is
not driving the quinceañera.
It's not the Fiat quinceañera. What is the word I'm trying to think of?
Cinquecento. Nicole, oh my God. Mi amor.
I have the wrong. I'm like, that's not the word. It's totally the wrong thing.
If you know me, you know that I love to do accents. And so I love to say, Cinquecento, welcome, we have an espresso.
That was pretty good.
I'm like
there was an
Filipino,
Italian,
whatever, mouse.
There was an Italian engineer at the presentation.
Yes, he could actually give me
He said it
pointers on how
perfectly.
to actually.
When he said it,
if
I
he
thought,
watches this,
wow.
I just look ridiculous.
I thought he said it better than all of us, including all the other
What did
Fiat
he say?
people.
Cinquecento?
When he said the name of the car, yeah, when he said it, that sounded correct.
I'm going to tell
I
Nicole
feel like
loves
he's
your
got it.
quinceañera.
Quinceañera.
You want a
The Fiat-
quinceañera dress? Should we get you a quinceañera outfit? Because there's a whole
God,
thing.
no.
You get presents.
Well, okay, fine. I'll put on the goofy dress if I get presents.
You know, Miami is one of those cities that you come to and you're like, I don't want to leave because you're surrounded by gorgeous buildings
really
and gorgeous
pretty.
yachts in the
I
causeways
know, now
or
we've
whatever
gone
you call
from
these
cruise ships
to people's actual ships.
Oh my gosh.
Personal ships.
Look at the houses though. Like the houses look like they should be hotels.
Yeah, I don't know
They're
if
houses.
this lens is wide enough, but damn, that's
It
pretty.
is crazy on the left-hand side. Now we've gone from tourist to rich people. That's pretty much.
Which tourists are also probably rich people.
Well,
in this
but
town.
not as rich as those people.
No.
Because then they would just have a
These
house.
aren't like the spring breakers on the
No,
beach, like,
this is people who
blowing
live
their
here.
parents' money.
Or maybe they don't. I wonder how many of these people actually live here versus how many of these people just, this is house number 18.
Let me
I
tell
come
you,
here now and then.
I know Florida, so, they live here 6 months in one day, and then they go back up to the East Coast. Because if you live in Florida for 6 months in one day, if you own a home here, you're a Florida resident, and you can avoid income. There's no income tax in Florida. No, that's why it's full of people.
There's no income tax in New Hampshire either.
Right, but people don't flock there for for the.
How do you know?
I don't actually know.
And we have no
Sometimes
sales
I just
tax.
speak out of my ass.
No income tax nor sales tax. So if you
you
buy
have
your
no sales
Lamborghini
tax?
up there, think how much you'd save.
Oh my god!
Just
And you can
saying.
drive it 3 days a year.
I know. For
When
the
the
3
weather's
days you can
nice
drive
enough.
your Lamborghini.
Look at the weather here. It's 80 degrees
I
today.
know.
Is going to be
Is
high.
it? Apple
What
says
is it?
it's currently
What is it in New
69.
Hampshire? What is it in New Hampshire?
Like it was about 35 and we had snow yesterday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's April 5th. We did have snow.
Nicole, this is our very first. We have background. Nicole and I have been wanting to do this for years.
Yes, we've been.
Because we crack each other up the entire drive, and we couldn't share it with anybody before. And now we're like, let's do a Michael and Nicole show. Working title is what? Michael and Nicole show?
Well,
or what's the other one we talked about?
I don't know. What'd you come up with? You came up with
CarFun.
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 You came up with
CarFun
that
with
too.
Michael and Nicole.
So when we can make it happen, because it's hard, because
Everybody likes
our
a little CarFun.
jobs pull us. We do the same thing, but it pulls us in different directions.
Where we can't do our
where we
own
can't.
thing.
We're not together. So yeah, this
I
is
could
the
see
exception.
myself living here. I just feel like
Michael's like, forget it.
no
I just want to
income
move to
tax,
Miami.
and, yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Rip the telematics out of this car so they can never find us again. We're staying.
We're staying in Miami. I know. I don't want to stay in Miami.
No.
I like Miami, but for this, to visit it for a couple days.
And then you're gone. You're out.
And then I'm out because it's too hot. Right now, it's
too
actually
comfortable. It's too warm.
It's
too many
beautiful
palm
weather
trees.
right now. But then you get to Miami at the right time of year, and your face melts just walking down the jetway from the plane. I don't like face meltingly hot weather.
You gotta go back up north.
I gotta go back to New Hampshire where that doesn't happen.
You know, I thought you had a good plastic surgeon. Why would your face melt? Why would it just
Shh,
fall
you're
off?
not supposed to tell anybody
Oh,
that.
sorry.
It's supposed to be a secret.
You were supposed to give me a referral so I
Yeah,
could get
okay.
some work done. Reminder. Oh, these buildings are just beautiful. I'm a huge architecture fan. If you didn't realize that, I love mid-century. I love streamlined modern. This Miami modern. I think there's a term for it, and I'm probably getting it wrong. But I am just extra energized besides my coffee and espresso this morning. Oh, wait. I had a cappuccino, a coffee, and an espresso.
I had a Diet Coke, which is my poison of choice.
And did you have an espresso in the hotel?
I did. I had a coffee because they had on the top of it, they had done it so that, you know, the foam part.
Foam?
It had a
I've got
picture of a Fiat
little
on it.
photo of that. I'll share that now. I've got
we
the
had
foam.
little Fiat pictures on it. They were really cute. It was the cutest coffee
Super
ever.
cute. See, I'm not driving, so I can record
and
the
I am
dash,
literally
and
just,
that's what you
I'm
see.
literally, as you can see, coasting
We've been
to
driving
a
for
stop.
what, 30 minutes at least, and we're at 93 battery percent. All
Mm-hmm.
this stop and go with the air on. It's really great. And then down here you can see Nicole's phone with her brass knuckle phone case.
He thinks this is crazy, my little phone.
I do think it's crazy. And then down here you've got your volume and your E mode and my thigh. And
oop, I didn't mean to do that.
wow.
I'm just gonna put on the brake.
Just pushing the buttons. And then, then down here we've got a USB-C and a USB port and a 12-volt DC, which that key symbol means that it's based on the key. If the car is turned off, it won't have that power to that check. It doesn't mean stick your keys in there because that'll blow a fuse or start a small fire. It's like, seriously. And then you've got a regular old-fashioned USB-A port up there, unfortunately not a C. Here is your sort of E-latch, your door release. And then in an emergency, if there was a power failure, down here below, they're nicely marked, there is a traditional door release. Oh, we have to go in here?
Oh God.
Is it?
800 feet?
Oh, this is the parking lot where we do the sounds? It's saying yes, we have to, we must.
Okay.
Maybe we'll get a taste of the sweet life for
Do I
our
have
ears.
a light for this turn?
Left turn
yield. So I
to
can.
right
Oh my
turn.
God.
So wait, that's confusing. U-turn yield. Oh no.
To right
yeah, you just
turn.
go up, and when you can, you
Okay.
do. Wait, but then you can't see.
What?
I think you just
Oh
do.
Jesus! Really?
This is a weird
the
intersection.
left
I feel like there are lights
they've given
missing.
us? Oh my God! And this is definitely okay.
Oh, that would have been a good.
I should have gone.
Oh my God,
there.
I'm being a backseat driver in the passenger seat. I would never do that.
Am I allowed to creep like this?
Oh yeah.
I'm creeping.
You're creeping.
hold on.
Okay. Oh Jesus.
Oh!
Chirp those tires, Nicole. Chirp those tires. This is my regular audience is going to be like, who is this?
Who is this
version of
lunatic?
Michael Drives? No, not you. Who's me? Because this is what I am normally like in the car with Nicole. Just so you all know.
Yeah. Hey,
Here's what we'll do, Nicole.
Oh, there's
You'll turn on the
strange
car, then you'll put
Yes.
it in drive.
do I have to hit 20 and then slow down?
Yes,
That was
I'll
it, right?
count the like 18, 19, 20.
Well, I can read.
And your window's down, right? So people can hear the
Yep.
the
Okay.
thingies?
Now we're gonna turn the
I know you
vehicle
can read.
on. You know,
There
it's
was- there
always
was no
disconcerting.
noise.
You're like, did I push the button all the
Is it
way?
on?
Did I half push the button? You gotta wait a second for the screen. Press brake pedal and push button to start.
The bake pedal. Are we in an
Bake,
oven?
brake.
It's a little poor. Oh. Now it's running.
Now it's on.
That sound doesn't sound Italian.
I think it's supposed to be.
That's
Wait,
like-
let's turn the
Okay.
AC down. But I think no, it doesn't. Is that
No.
required? Why isn't that
Sounded like a
someone
little
going like an
video game.
operetta or something?
Yes.
Oh, that's what it should be. Okay, so I'm gonna put
Love
the
how
car
we both did that. Exactly.
in drive.
It's what we thought in our heads.
Oh, there's another little Fiat. There's Fiat saver. Okay, so if I get up to 20 and then slow down.
Yeah, I think we'll be able to do it right here. We maybe have to go that away once you get around that. Oh, geez, she's going for it. There it is. Okay, it's not very loud.
Did you hear
It
it?
happened. Did you hear it?
It did. I don't know if people can hear that. There's a car.
There's a
though.
car.
Wait.
Hold on. There are two cars. These must be rentals. I'm gonna
wait, we're driving
do a
on the
little
grass.
B-roll
Wait,
video
wait.
here,
I'm
so people can
off-roading.
see what we're seeing.
I'm off-roading. Oh, coconuts
God.
fell here. I'm gonna get out of the way.
We're
Look,
recording
see?
now. There
Right
are
there.
cars. Now, why is that,
There's
Nicole? Why are there
another-
cars?
he's
Because this
sticking
is
his-
Florida.
And there's another one like
Oh,
there.
they're so slow.
They're very slow because
Oh,
Florida.
it's
I
slowed
bet somebody.
down. Wait, oh, there's the zoom.
I bet somebody is
People.
rented those.
What's going on here? What's happening?
I'm sure it's a rental situation. And there's another one.
Oh, that one's not going very fast. Sorry. Oh,
The
wait.
best part is going to
It
be if
sounds
this
like a
camera is recording as I'm trying
Yeah.
to get out of your
Oh,
way.
that's right.
I'm like, oh my.
All right, we're back in the car.
Are
We
you
did a little
recording again?
switcheroo. I'm recording again, Nicole.
Oh, sorry. I'm just
You
gonna.
need to do your thing. I can stop
Sorry,
it.
I was busy doing.
We're gonna do R.
Okay.
R is reverse in this car. She's now.
As
now there's like a
opposed
shit
to
ton
what
of
drive
traffic.
and every other car out there. Oh my God! It is a non-stop straight. Wait, go ahead. Like
Can I
back
go?
out now. Make this
there's
Toyota wait
another
for
car
you. Just
behind
make
us.
it.
Oh,
Wait,
okay.
he's not. Just wait for a
It's
second.
not even a Toyota. It's a
Oh
Mazda.
shoot! It's a Mazda. Just wait for a second, Mazda.
Ooh, I love a small car. Look at the things I can do
You
here.
could like there you go, dude.
And
Look at how tiny this is. Not a problem
Really
because
good
Fiat
turning
that
radius.
totally worked. Thank
Love
you,
it.
guy who wasn't going to stop.
All right, Nicole, my first time
Yes.
behind the wheel. We're just gonna punch it here.
Ah, we're gonna die.
So not like, throw you in your seat. I gotta adjust this.
But it's pretty. I mean, it's aggressive enough.
But for city driving, yeah.
Go that way.
What?
Go that way. Get in that lane.
Okay. 0.7 miles.
I know, but still.
Oh my God.
Crazy
you're
Miami
mean.
traffic.
Yeah, we're back in the crazy Miami traffic. So this is full disclaimer. We stopped at a little coffee shop local to Miami called Starbucks.
Yeah, you may be familiar.
And this is a new hazelnut thing. But the important thing is this is the 4th caffeinated beverage. Not that you can't tell that I have had today. So buckle up, my friends.
I'm only on. This is technically tea. It's a London fog latte.
A London fog
which
latte.
sounds very fancy, but it's my 3rd or 4th caffeinated beverage, so right back at you.
So and honestly, the two of us don't even need caffeine.
We do not.
But it only helps. First impressions behind the driver's seat. I know they made a big fuss about how in the presentation, the seat is a little bit lower than what it used to be. You used to feel like you're sitting up really high. I still feel like I'm sitting up. Of course, I'm not like down and slunked low like I'm in a sports car, but I still feel up. Visibility is fantastic forward-wise.
I found the little adjustable. Where is it?
Nicole's learning car.
Car. Wow.
Nicole, this is car. Learn car.
You had it like I was lounging. Okay.
Yes,
I gotta
did.
get
We're
the
gonna make a
right
lefty,
one more
lefty.
pip. I think that's.
Pip?
Okay, now,
is that what we're calling it?
That's a pip is one click of the
Ooh, a
adjustment.
Polestar. So one of the things I also loved about the original Fiat 500e and a lot of Stellantis products, so Fiat, Ram, anyway, there are buttons. So as you rest your hands on the steering wheel, your fingers are behind the steering wheel.
Yep.
And that's where they actually put the audio buttons. So you can, if you were driving with your eyes closed, you could change the volume or the channel.
Recommend that.
Don't recommend it. Disclaimer,
I'm taking
you're
a
on
sip
your
of my
own.
tea.
Is that hot?
Yeah.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
I don't know why
It's
everyone has
now
such a
like
problem with drinking
90
hot
out.
drinks. It is not. It is
in
72.
Miami? Yes.
But you know what temperature it is in the car is 60 something.
It's low.
It's low. It's on low.
Set to low.
It's the temperature
because if we
of
go to
low.
auto, the fan speed kind of kicks up. Let's see. Is it going to go cray-cray? No, it's not as bad as it was before.
No, but it's
we're
too
mic'd.
loud.
We're fine. We're mic'd.
I don't think we
It's
are.
all good.
No, that's too much. It's too much air. We're going to put on 3 airs.
Okay, I will compromise.
3 spins of the fan.
You know I'm really good at compromising, of course. Okay, we've been driving for, besides our little Starbucks stop, a couple hours now?
We
An hour
also
and a
stopped,
half?
can I just tell you, the Miami-Dade,
Probably don't want that in the video.
whatever.
Did I tell you Nicole's social emails in case you want to contact her, Miami-Dade police?
They were very
Park Ranger.
The police.
Park Ranger.
The park
told us to leave the
rangers,
park. They didn't
not
like
us
that we're taking pictures
Actually,
there.
they didn't technically tell us.
No.
They told the entire group of
We
us,
escaped
move.
before they got to our car.
Yeah, so I didn't know what the issue was. And I'm like, they're going to come tell everybody to get out of the park because, I don't know, we're taking pictures
It's
and video.
82 degrees, according to the dash. Sorry, segue.
Yes.
And on the other right side of the dash, it says, the gauge cluster, it says to run.
Oh, gosh.
And I don't know why we're supposed to run. Oh, sorry, did I spill?
It could have been.
Oh, and now we have to wait for the next light. Sorry. Oh, yeah, there's no one pedal regen because I'm in normal mode, and it just sailed. Like I let off the accelerator, and I'm like, I have to use the brake, right?
Yeah, that
But
is
if I
important.
do flip down in, I'll just try this. So I've been driving in normal mode. Again, the car will just sail. I'm going to flip to, you have to hold it for a second, so you can't accidentally bump it, I guess.
Is that why? Because I had a little trouble like getting it to engage earlier.
Yes, because car.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can take a sip of my drink now because you're not driving.
Cool thing, so it doesn't have a head-up display, and I find head-up displays just pretty much annoying, but it does give you a big arrow. The nav, which is using the built-in nav right now, it reflects in the, it gives you instructions, big and bold, in the main gauge cluster. That's nice, but to my point earlier, we've been driving for like several hours now, or at least sitting in traffic with the air conditioning on and a mix of that. And we're still at 128 miles, 87% battery, Nicole. So you said earlier it's a slow range car.
I didn't say
and it
slow,
technically
I said
is,
low.
No, you said low. Correct.
Low.
Did I say slow?
It sounded like it.
But for city driving, like they said, you could go from Miami, the fine people at the Fiat Corporation.
The Fiat people.
The Fiat people. I want to do ads sometimes like a 1950s, like, thanks to the fine people at
Thanks to the
Fiat.
fine people at Fiat.
They said you can drive from Miami to Fort Lauderdale and back 3 times.
Yep.
3 times on one charge.
Well, when I said it was a lower range vehicle, it wasn't intended as a knock, though.
No,
because
no,
I just think that
right.
like, I don't even know the Polestar. What's the Polestar's range in front of us? They all have like regular range, standard range, and
Can be above
extended
300
range.
miles.
Right? So that's a good bit more than this. And I think people get stuck thinking, well, I need that. I have to have that many miles because
don't.
I need to have it. But you don't really.
And
Most
the more
of the time
battery,
you don't.
the more weight. And the slower it's going to be, and the more it's
Right.
going to cost. So in a car like this, where it's built for a specific purpose.
Right. This is a city car.
It's a car.
It's not your road tripping car. I mean, you could. You're going to have to stop and charge a good
You
bit.
can like locally road trip, Nicole. Sorry, you need more espresso. Whoa! Oh, yeah. We're gonna go to lunch and get some more espresso.
I'm just gonna have a sip
Now
of
you
tea.
switched to Diet Coke. Is there caffeine in that tea, or is it herbal?
It is. It should be Earl Grey, but I think they did English breakfast. Oh no, they did Earl Grey. Yay! So it's Earl Grey.
So that brings us to the end of the Michael and Nicole Fun Show. I'm so glad that you came along for the journey. We had a little bit more for you, but we lost the audio for some reason. So I want to leave you with these parting shots of the 500e. Again, that's now available in dealerships in all 50 states. And the base price is $32,500. Turn it off.
Oh, when did it stop?
I don't know.
Oh shit.
I don't know. When did it stop, Nicole? I don't really know how to use the... Maybe it did that overheat thing where it stopped.
Oh,
It's
it's hot
warm.
as Hades.